Watercolor Calligraphy for Beginners, Pointed Pen Edition. Watercolor calligraphy infuses your writing with the beauty of watercolor art. This video will show you how to use watercolors with a pointed pen. If you're interested in brush watercolor calligraphy, check out our companion video in the description box below. Supplies. To make pointed pen watercolor calligraphy, you will need watercolor paints, water, a palette, a nib and nib holder, a small paintbrush, and paper. Watercolor calligraphy basics. Add warm water to your paint and let it sit a minute or two to make the colors more intense. Mix the colors to the hue you want in a palette. Aim for the consistency of creamer or half and half. Load the brush with pigment and paint it onto the concave side of the nib. Add enough paint to coat the nib, but not so much that it beads up. Now you're ready to write! If you'd like some tips on how to write with a pointed pen, check out the blog post in the video card on your screen. You will run out of paint quickly. When that happens, just reload your nib and keep writing. The new paint will blend in seamlessly. Advanced techniques. To alternate colors, start writing, then add a coordinating color to the nib above the previous color and keep writing. For a romantic ombre effect, load your nib with a dark color. Write a little bit, then add a lighter shade of the same color. Your writing will gradually change to the lighter hue. You can also mix watercolors with a water-soluble ink. Dip the nib into ink. Then add watercolor paint behind it. Make sure to use a separate pan. The paint will show through the ink for a subtle effect. Getting creative. Shimmering paint made with mica particles is just the thing to add glamour to your calligraphy. Use it to accent standard watercolors, write lustrous capitals, or make an entire quote sparkle. Try colored paper to give your calligraphy an entirely different feel. Black is especially good for showing shimmering watercolors like the Finetec Coliro to their full potential. Tips and tricks. If your pen isn't writing well, the paint could be too thick or have dried out. Gently touch the nib to some water to get it writing, clean it, or thin your paint out further. If all of the paint rushes onto the paper as soon as you flex your nib, it's probably too thin. Mix in more paint without adding extra water until it's at the right consistency to allow you to write. If your nib is scratching or catching on the paper, you might be holding it too steeply or pressing too hard. Try holding it at a shallower angle to the paper. Use a tripod grip and a light touch. Do you want to learn more about watercolor calligraphy? Check out our guide in the description box below.